Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
My passion is restoring vintage mechanical watches. It's a meticulous, often expensive hobby, but the satisfaction of bringing a piece of horological history back to life is unparalleled. A few months ago, I stumbled upon what seemed like an incredible deal. A genuine Value 72 movement, the heart of some of the most iconic chronographs listed on a niche online storefront. These are rare, often fetching upwards of $3,000, but this listing was for $2,500. The seller, who went by the name D. Finch, claimed to be an older hobbyist thinning out his collection before retirement. We exchanged messages. Finch suggested I pay directly through Cash App to avoid storefront fees, offering an additional 5% discount. He sent crystal-clear photos and a short video of the movement running, even a screenshot of a shipping label being generated. Everything looked legitimate. I sent the $2,500, excited about my new project. Then silence. Days turned into a week. No shipping update, no replies. My heart sank. Cash App, like Zelle, offered almost zero buyer protection for person-to-person payments. I'd been scammed. It wasn't just the money, it was the betrayal, the audacity to exploit someone's passion. I felt like an absolute fool. The bank confirmed my fears. Sender-initiated payment, no fraud protection. I was livid, but instead of just writing it off, a cold, focused anger settled in. I remembered the name D. Finch and the storefront. I started digging. The storefront had a linked but inactive Instagram account, clearly old, filled with pictures of watch parts and workshop photos. But browsing the followers, I noticed a very active, almost identical Instagram account, with the same name but a slightly different handle, belonging to a younger woman. This account had similar interests, but also a lot of selfies and personal life updates. It felt off. The photos of the watch movement had a distinct background that matched some of the younger woman's posts, not the older workshop photos of D. Finch. My gut screamed. This younger person was the scammer, using an old, perhaps compromised or forgotten account of someone named Darius Finch. My plan was forming. I would become the relentless investigator she never saw coming. I decided I wouldn't just get my money back. I would ensure she faced consequences for exploiting people. First, I researched Darius Finch. Turns out, he was a well-known, respected figure in the vintage watch community, though he'd been less active recently after a period of poor health. A few forum posts mentioned his old tablet being stolen from his car months ago, which had contained old login details for a dormant online storefront and social media. Bingo. Next, I found a contact number for Vivian Thorne's parents, the woman from the suspicious Instagram profile, through an old mutual acquaintance, feigning a wrong number to confirm it was hers. I sent Vivian a series of increasingly pointed messages. I started by saying, "The cybersecurity firm hired by Darius Finch has traced the Cash App transaction to an IP address linked to your residence." I fabricated details, stating, "Mr. Finch has an active police report regarding his stolen tablet and identity, and we now have your full social media profiles and a confirmed number linked to a billing address." I even mentioned specific photos from her personal Instagram, implying they were part of my evidence. Panic set in. Her initial responses were defensive. "Who is this? What are you talking about?" But then came the critical slip-up. She messaged me from her personal cell number, demanding to know what I knew. I seized the opportunity. "We know everything, Vivian," I texted back, "including that you used Cash App, which is a traceable service. The police report is being updated with all your information as we speak, unless the $2,500 is back in my account within the hour." I pressed hard, making it sound like an inevitable, high-tech dragnet was closing in. Within 15 minutes, I received a Cash App notification, $2,500 refunded. The transaction details clearly showed her full name, Vivian Thorne. She pleaded with me to delete everything and forget this happened. I promised nothing, only acknowledging the refund. The moment that money hit my account, my focus shifted. I didn't delete anything. Instead, I compiled a meticulous dossier, screenshots of her initial scam messages, the fake shipping label, The Cash App refund showing her real name, her personal phone number, her active social media profiles, and every piece of fabricated evidence I'd used that had scared her into compliance. I then sent this entire package to Darius Finch, along with a detailed explanation of what had happened and how I traced Vivian. I got a call from Darius a day later, his voice filled with a mix of gratitude and righteous fury. He confirmed his tablet had indeed been stolen, and he'd been dealing with nuisance calls and messages from people who thought he was the scammer for months. My information was exactly what he needed. Darius took my dossier straight to the detective handling his identity theft case. I heard through the grapevine, a few weeks later, that Vivian Thorne's university acceptance was under review, and her coveted summer internship had been rescinded. Her social media went dark. The detective apparently found a trail of similar, smaller scams she'd pulled using various compromised accounts. The police report, backed by my undeniable evidence, was enough to make her future prospects vanish. She didn't just refund my money, she paid a far higher price. It was immensely satisfying to know that Vivian's attempt to enrich herself through deceit cost her dearly. Some lessons are best learned through hard, public consequences.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.